Welcome to Unit 1. This unit shows what it's like to travel and experience the world away from home at different stages in life, and also how important it can be to find out where you came from. Listen to people who have experienced life away from their childhood homes and talking about what home means to them now.
I think living away from home is something that as many people as possible should try to do if they get the opportunity to do it. I've lived away from home in a number of countries, and I think it's probably the most rewarding and educational thing that I've done. And I think it's really improved me as a person in terms of my knowledge of how the world works, how people work. So yeah, I think it's a really important thing to do.
So this is my first time being away from home, and I really feel like I'm like a bigger part of society now, kind of getting to see more of the world, like a little bit more of a cosmopolitan citizen.
Like obviously it's quite difficult to adapt to living away from the family home, and the first couple of weeks it can be difficult settling in. Like I'm living with all my friends, like it's great to be able to have the freedom that you kind of don't really get at home. And yeah, like being able to kind of cook for yourself and stay up however late you want, kind of those like just little things makes a big difference. So yeah, I've really enjoyed living away from home actually.
I never really had a set home, so we've moved around a lot as a family. So I've always had to get used to adapting to new places quite quickly. So I think traveling around for different universities and stuff hasn't been a huge transition, although has still been significant, and I love getting to know new cities, but I do miss my family. Yeah.
Well, I've been travelling a lot actually, just around like New South Wales, Australia for study. We were just saying before how we have to adapt when we are studying, so I've lived in Melbourne, I've lived in Armidale, which is rural New South Wales, I've lived in Lithgow, which is also a town in rural New South Wales. I've lived for a time in Denmark, studying as well. So I enjoyed living overseas, I enjoyed living in new places, and it's just good opportunities to learn more about your surroundings and about yourself, so I do enjoy it, yeah.
To me, at the moment, home means the place where I live, where all of my things are. When I was younger, it definitely meant my parents' house, no matter where I was living at the time. But now it's more of my own space and like a sense of ownership rather than being connected to other people.
I think home means more about the people rather than the place, because it's difficult to identify with just one place.
I think it changed because I moved home, so like my childhood home is in fact not where I live anymore, so I guess the meaning changed as the location changed. So I moved when I was about 14, so all the childhood memories that came with my old home kind of went with that house. So yeah, I don't really associate my current place of living with the kind of childhood memories of home or anything like that. So yeah, it's definitely for me specific to the location.
Yes, it does. I didn't really think about my hometown being a good place or a bad place. It's just where I grew up, and now when you move to London you meet lots of people and you hear about lots of preconceptions of different areas, and so I now think of it as slightly more of a dead-end town than I did when I grew up there.
Yeah, I think it does. Now that I've been away from home, home seems like a place that made me.
I think home is a place where you feel secure and you find some sort of happiness in it. I was lucky in my life that I had that type of, or that family way of life with that love. And although my mother died very early, I think that's fundamental to one's life as you go through life.
I I don't think it changes much as you grow older. I think home always just means where the people you care most about are. So whether that be your family or someone who raised you or something else entirely. For me, it's my parents and my family, and that will always mean home for me.